Hey everybody, we are here in Ocean City, Maryland, coming in late right now. We're here because we finally earned a very long, hard-earned vacation. Um, One of the cool things though is just because I'm on vacation doesn't mean that I'm not going to build a setup. So, back here underneath the cookies and the chips and all of the soup dumplings that I managed to get from Trader Joe's happens to be a 32-inch 4K screen, and waiting for me at the condo we have a Acer Predator screen, and I managed to maybe work in a Asus TUF 3080 into an eGPU to bring with us. Why? Like I said, you gotta have that set up when you're on vacation. So once we get in there and get everything settled, we'll go ahead and get to building the traveling setup. Catch you guys in a little bit. Okay, so we are here. As it turns out, we actually made it to the condo, and man, look at this place. This is what I've got to work with for a setup. Trying to be a little bit quiet as everybody here is still sleeping, but the idea is this guy here, that guy there, and this is going to become the new vacation setup. Let's see what we can do. Okay, so first things first. There's going to be both work and play going on here. So what I'm thinking is, let's start with the most important thing. Since we're going to have to work from the beach, let's definitely get the gaming monitor up front and center. Why? Like I said, work comes first.
20 minutes later.
For the Core X Chroma. Now, you might think that this is just a little bit of overkill. I mean, realistically, what do I need it for? I could have just sat there and brought some breakouts, USB to HDMI, and powered these things, but the whole idea is that maybe I'll get some video editing done while I'm here, and using the card in here will be just a touch better than what's in the MacBook Pro. More importantly, the upside to this is that the video card inside of it is replaceable. And what might you ask, did I bring to replace it with? Well, just in case I got a little bit bored, I did bring just a little thing with me. One of the 3080s that we managed to pick up recently. We haven't done a whole lot of testing on how a 3080 works inside of a eGPU, especially since the power supply is technically underrated, but since we're not doing any CPU work, we should be well within the tolerances to actually power this thing. The only testing I've done on it so far gets us about 120, 130 frames a second sustained in Apex, so not quite maxing out the display, but you know what? It's not far off either. It's a hell of a lot better than what this thing would do. So, we'll save this for later. Hey, look at me. I'm like Jensen, hiding video cards in a kitchen. That's kind of funny. Should have pulled it out of the oven. So, we'll put this here. It'll add that little bit of RGB for us here and here, because, you know, a setup is nothing without RGB. Gotta find a way to get some more temporary RGB when we go out to the store tomorrow. Not sure what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and cable this up. We'll put this in montage mode for a few while I get this cabled up. The cabling is gonna look like crap because I don't have Velcro. I don't even have a power strip yet. So we're gonna take care of that tomorrow morning. When we take care of that, we'll clean this up and come back to revisit in a properly done vacation setup. Hey guys, it's 2 minutes after I signed off just a minute ago. I wanted to share something that kind of came to mind as I was getting ready to go to bed. Sometimes it's not just about the RGB. Sometimes it's about, well, the atmosphere. Some of the setups that I've seen look absolutely amazing because they're just outside some blue water or on a beach or, you know, something cool. It's not just about the technology that you put into it. For us, we're here right on the beach, just down the way from the Ferris wheel and all the rides and the games and all the sunglass stores and pizzerias and everything else. And when I'm done gaming, when I'm done working, I still have all this. And that absolutely counts when your building is set up. It's all about the entirety of the thing. So keep that in mind. Okay, so a couple of changes had to be made for the vacation setup. One, the 32-inch screen was entirely too big. I mean, like, way too big, at least for that amount of space. So with that said, we went out and we got ourselves another 27-inch Predator to go along with this one. Not a Quad HD, which is kind of disappointing, but turns out your selection of stuff to buy in this area is very, very minimal. So with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and get the rest of this done. Still have LED work to do, put up a second screen, and then we should be good. So, montage time. So hiding your cables in any setup is on the important side. Well, here in somebody else's condo, I can't exactly drill through the granite. I've got no wall to run cables through. Can't do that in somebody else's condo either. So what I did was a little different. We chose a place to set up where the cables would be able to be hidden underneath this lip of granite where we were setting everything up. We hid all of the cables behind the Core X Chroma and running the LED strips, power around the corner here, so that when we get underneath, we've got it. Now, once we got that taken care of, over here in this room, I've got a router. It's the router for the house they've got. I hooked the Hue bridge up to that. So we're actually hooking up a Hue bridge inside of somebody else's condo. It's still so strange, but it'll be even better if we can get those Hue bulbs before we leave. With that said, I'm going to get back to finishing this up, getting the cables completely done, and we'll see you in a minute. Alright, so here's where we have ended up. Vacation setup is complete. As you can see, we've got plenty of RGB going on back here. We have two G-Sync screens, one 240Hz, one 144Hz, one Quad HD, one 1080p. So we have options for what we want to play and how we want to play it. We have everything running off of a MacBook Pro 16 and a Razer Core X Chroma running a GTX 3080 Asus TUF. I mean, come on. How much better could you ask for a vacation setup? Let's take a look. First, let's kill some lights. That way we can get some good RGB.
Let's make a run together, I'll be by your side before we collide. And if the sky pulls down on you, just beat it up before we collide. Let's make it last forever, I'm ready to fly before we collide. And when the sun don't shine on you, just heat it up before we collide. we could run together, I'll be by your side. Before we collide, and if the sky falls down on you, just beat it up. Before we collide, let's make it last forever. I'm ready to fly. Before we collide, and when the sun don't shine on you, just heat it up. Before we collide.
Hey guys, thanks for joining me on my vacation, and what I hope is the first of many vacation setup videos. If you have any ideas where you'd like to see the next one, go ahead and put those in the comments down below. If you like this sort of content, smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm, and subscribe if you want to be notified when more content comes out. And with this one complete, I'll see you guys back on the setup.